I'm Dane Rose, and I want to welcome you, beautiful Filipinas, to part 28 of this series of videos exploring skills that, as you master them, as you learn them, will improve your well-being and your success. And the first skill, skill 94, is understanding the power of beliefs and the technology of changing beliefs in ways that can improve your life. And I want to begin by telling a story. In the United States in 2008, there was a depression, an economic depression or recession. And so, what happened was housing prices dropped. Nobody could sell their homes. The stock market dropped. And so in my business of construction, there was 50% less work. And so what happened for the majority of contractors and business owners was their salary went down 50%. Some went bankrupt, went out of business, lost their house, etc., etc. And this was a national phenomena, and there wasn't anything that I could do about the national economy. But I understood a little bit about beliefs, and so I asked myself this question. I said, is it possible for someone to make more money when most people are making 50% less money? Is it possible to make more money? And I happened to have a friend who was doing online university courses. And what people do when they're poor in America, when there's a recession, is they go back to school, they retrain, they take new courses so that they can get a job. And because her online business was cheaper than regular university courses, people came back in the recession to take more courses, but they all took her courses because they were cheaper, and they were poor at the time, and so they wanted the cheapest course imaginable. So her business went up several 100%, while the whole economy went down 50%. So I said, okay, it is possible for individuals to make much more money in a recession as other people are making less money. So I thought, how could I learn from her? And this is one of the benefits of having friends in the business community and taking time to learn on YouTube. Because if I didn't know her story, if I hadn't asked good questions, that was an earlier skill, asking good questions. When I was at her house, if I hadn't asked her good questions, I wouldn't have known that her business was going up 300%, while the rest of the economy was going down 50%. I wouldn't have known because I didn't ask. And this is an invitation to all of you to start asking questions, because I have never met a Filipina who asks me all of the questions that I ask other people, right? So it's an opportunity for you to be the first. So I asked myself then another question. Was it possible for me, was there some possibility that my income could go up as the rest of my contractor friends went down 50%? Could I make more money as everyone else was making much less? And I said, yes, it is possible. I'm not sure how. And so I asked myself the question, what might I do? What could I do that wouldn't cost me any money? That would make it possible, would make it more likely that my income would go up when the rest of the economy was going down. And I thought about my friend doing online university courses for a lower price. And I thought, if rather than installing landscapes, I taught people how to save money doing their own landscape, all the people who would normally hire me for installing their landscape would instead take my course to save money because they felt poorer at that time. They didn't want to spend money at that time. So the first thing I went to my local university and I said, I'd like to teach a course here on landscape design. And they said, well, do you have a degree in landscape design? I said, no. I have something much more important than a degree. I have 20 years of incredibly skilled experience. You can get a degree and know nothing about practical life. Many people have degrees, and they're not very good at their job, or they never get a job in their field. It's a waste of a degree. But if you have 20 years of experience doing great work in an area, it's worth 10 degrees, right? It's worth 100 degrees because you actually prove that you know what you're doing with success. But you see, universities don't think like that. They have a very narrow box and they just say, well, where's your degree? Where's your degree? The staff does not have the intelligence to evaluate a bad design or a good design because that's not their field. They just have the intelligence to say you have a degree or you don't have a degree. In other words, people at universities are not very intelligent, right? They're just good at looking at your degree, which is not very useful if someone with a lot of experience doesn't have a degree. So I thought about that, and I thought, I've taught at other community colleges, but this is a prestigious college. So I thought, universities like it when people write books. They can, because you don't need a lot of intelligence to say you have a degree or you've written a book. Anyone can do that, right? So I decided I would write a book, and I thought I'll write it quickly. And then I went back to the university, and they said, well, where's your degree? I said, well, I don't have a degree, but here, read my book. They said, oh, you're a published author, right? And so they can understand that, at universities. And so they said, okay, you're a published author. You can teach at our university. So I taught at the university, and 80% of my students, when they understood how complicated, how important good design was and how complicated it was to do it, they hired me. They learned, they took my courses, and they hired me. And I put my book in all of the libraries so people could read it. I put it in all the local garden centers. I put it on my website. And I became the only one person in my county. It's a bit like a province, but the only person in my county that had written a book on local landscaping, right? Just in my county, just in my town. And so if you wanted to read a good book about landscaping in my town, you had to read my book. And of course, if you read my book, you say, oh, that's very intelligent. That's a good idea. I want that person to come and consult with me. I want that person to give ideas. And so what happened was my income went up, but I didn't spend any money, but the rest of the economy went down. And so this is the power of beliefs. You have to believe that something is possible. If you don't believe it's possible for a reality to exist up here, you never raise your hands. If you think this is the edge of reality, you never push past. But if you believe that reality exists outside the box, you can push up here, right? A whole new world exists for you. You don't see it, but I see it. I see it up here. You say it's not the hands disappear. No, I see them, right? It's outside of the box of other people's narrow thinking. A whole world opens up with the power of beliefs. Now, skill 95 is understanding a very important belief, a fundamental belief, a foundation belief. Right? There's some beliefs you build on top of many other beliefs, but foundational beliefs are based on faith. They're based on choice. Right? How do you know God exists? How do you know God doesn't exist? It's a choice. It's faith. It's foundational. You can't prove it. It lays the foundation for other proofs. And the foundational belief that is one of the most powerful beliefs anyone can have is that the universe is our friend. It is understanding, it is choosing to believe that the universe is our friend. Now, why is this such a powerful belief? Right? Belief can limit you or they can open you. And power is the ability to act, which you can only act if you see a possibility. If you don't see the possibility of something existing up here, you can't see it, but I feel them, right? They're up here. If you don't see that possibility, if you can't imagine it, you will not take any action. So if you believe that the world is out to get you, that's a very common paranoid belief, the world is out to get you. And if you only look through that belief, someone smiles and you say, why are they smiling? Because they're trying to get something from you, right? Someone walks close to you and they're trying to steal from you, right? And so you're looking in that box, the world is out to get me. And so you can only see danger. But of course, if you look through that little lens, the world is out to get me. All the friendly things, all the beautiful things, all the kind things, you don't see them. They're not real to you because it's all for an agenda, right? Now, if you look through, and so there's a lot that you don't see, right? Now, if you look through the belief the world is a friendly place, the universe is a friendly place, well, your car breaks down. And if you are in the belief of the world is out to get me, you say, God, you son of a bitch, right? Why did you do again? Why, God? Why? Right? You just go around picking on me. You can't give me a break, So that's the belief the world is out to get me. Right? But if you look through the belief the world is my friend, the car breaks down, and you think, how does that help me? I need to breathe. I need to slow down. I was rushing. I was doing this. I need to slow down. I need to breathe. I also need to do more maintenance. I didn't maintain my car. That's a little bit of a metaphor. I'm not maintaining my body. I'm not maintaining my mind. I need to do more maintenance. And the message comes in from the universe. You say, thank you. You respond, and your life gets better. Right? It's a powerful belief. It's a powerful belief. A man says, I don't want to be with you. You're too fat. I don't want to be with you anymore. And if the world is a dangerous place, I'm going to be alone forever. If the world is a friendly place, you say, oh my goodness, this is so exciting. I've just had a very judgmental boyfriend leave, and what does the universe have in store next? Right? A less judgmental person, or the opportunity, right? Or the opportunity, the universe is trying to send me a message. I weigh over 200 pounds. Maybe the universe is saying, hello, we care about your body. Take better care of your body. And so you say, that boyfriend is not my enemy. He's giving me a message to take care of my body. How nice. And A judgmental person has just left, so now there's space in my life. Space for what? A less judgmental person. Yeah. So understanding, choosing, believing that the universe is our friend, it opens possibilities. It opens possibilities, right? My girlfriend just left me for another man. And I have space, right? Maybe one of you, right? My girlfriend just left me for another man, meaning she's enjoying herself more with another man. How exciting. How exciting, right? She's having new adventures, you know. If we care about someone and they're happier doing something else, that's good news. We don't need to care, right? I don't need to care for her. He's caring for her, and he's making her happy. But what else is exciting, right? A new change. Anytime there's a change, sometimes feels scary if what's going to happen. But anytime there's a change, there's growth, there's learning. The universe has a new learning for me, a new set of growth, right? And so when we look through that eye, the universe is our friend, we can see possibilities for things to get better. Now, at the same time, right? So my girlfriend has just left me. She also worked with my company. And so at first it looked like it's bad because the work is going slower. But because she's not there, I met a new person who's really interested in learning, who has many more connections, and he wants to help me make even more money. And so now the company is going faster, right? Because so I didn't hold on when my girlfriend left. I said, please go and enjoy. And when she left the company, I didn't hold on. I said, do what you enjoy doing. And now, right? Now I'm more relaxed. My company is going faster. I'm excited about the future because I know the universe is my friend. I know the universe has a better plan. And I'm looking forward to discovering what it is. Now, skill number 6 is doing excavation of unconscious childhood beliefs. And this is what's so important. Every one of us was once 5 years old. And certain things happened when we were 1, 2, 3, 5 years old. Certain things that happened. Mom was shouting about something. Dad was drinking. The older brother was hitting us. The chicken bit our finger. The dog barked. The car ran over our bicycle. Certain things happened when we were 5 years old that were scary, that were painful. And every 5-year-old is very self-centered. That's their nature. So if a parent hits a 5-year-old, the 5-year-old does not say, oh, my parent is a bit rude today. Well, no one's perfect. It's not a big deal. The child says, oh my God, my parents don't love me. The child creates a belief that is all about them. It's very self-centered. I'm not lovable. I'm not good enough. I'll never have love in my life. The child creates these beliefs. And the ego, the I, the rational brain, has a job to prove that it's right. When you say I'm unlovable, the mind, the rational mind says, okay, you're unlovable, all right. Let me prove that that's the case. And so when you try to get love here and someone doesn't smile enough, you say, see, I'm unlovable. Or when your father leaves the family and goes to start another family, you say, see, I'm unlovable. The mind's job is to find proof that it's right. And so the 5-year-old, the 4-year-old, the 3-year-old creates beliefs. I'm unlovable, I'm not worthy, I'll never be happy. I'm alone because nobody cares about me, creates all kinds of beliefs. creates all kinds of beliefs. And then, as we grow older, the mind tries to prove that we're right. But you see, every single belief of a 5-year-old is wrong. How a father behaves, how a country behaves to a 5-year-old has nothing to do with the 5-year-old, and everything to do with the culture, everything to do with the family. Now, that's too big for a 5-year-old to understand. So we all have very deep parts of us that say, I'm unworthy, I'm unlovable, I don't deserve to be successful, nobody likes me, I'm unpopular, I have a secret, don't look at me too close. And this is the beliefs of the 5-year-old and all of the proof of our whole life that this is the case. But every truth is a lie. Every belief of a 5-year-old is a lie. Because it's not about you. It never was about you. If you were lucky and you had really good parents, they didn't hit you and they took care of you and they gave you attention, it wasn't about you. Every 5-year-old is lovable. Every 5-year-old is adorable. But some adorable 5-year-olds have horrible, busy, stressed parents who hit them and drink and all this stuff. And some 5-year-olds who are equally adorable get love and attention. Right? So the most important skill that we can develop is the skill of going back to our childhood beliefs, back to our memories, and remembering when we decided we were not valuable, when we decided we were not going to be truly successful, when we decided we were not lovable, that we were not the popular one. And giving all that lies back to the culture, back, questioning, using, I recommend Byron Katie, who we talked about a few videos ago, Byron Katie, thework.com. Loving What Is, a wonderful book. Listen on YouTube. To question those beliefs, to go back to those memories and say, no, no, no. Just because I was born in a chauvinistic culture does not mean I'm less valuable because I'm a woman. Just because my whole family is poor doesn't mean I need to be poor. Just because my last boyfriend said that I was a horrible person doesn't mean my next boyfriend needs to say that. Right? So I'm going to question those thoughts, those old images, those old pictures. I'm going to let them go. And I'm going to make room for more true, more beautiful ideas that I'm lovable, that I'm beautiful, that the whole world loves me, that the whole universe loves me, but they don't understand it just yet. They'll learn later. The world loves me, but they don't know it yet. They're still learning how much they're going to love me when they see me, when they understand me. They don't understand me yet. The whole world loves me, is in love with me, adores me, understands me, celebrates me, but not yet. It might take 100 years, it might take, 10 years for them to understand. But I know the truth, that I'm lovable, that I'm good, that in time people will see. They don't have to see it now. I'll wait. I'll wait year after year, if necessary, for people to wake up to my beauty. Thank you, beautiful Filipinas, for your time, your attention, for watching, for being my audience, for giving me the chance to explore these ideas and learn and grow. I love you.